Hello, people. Today, let us talk about love. Now, what do I think is love? Love is a source of happiness, and at the same time, love is also source of well-being, protect, protection, care, justice, and of course, a good lifestyle. You know, like it is only because our parents love us. They put up with so much to give us a good education, to give us the kind of security and all the monetary help that we need. That is love. But love is also being able to afford a lifestyle for someone. Okay. Love is basically a language that we all speak. Now, what we can do without love. Of course, we can eat, breathe, and be happy and be productive. But the moment we take love out of our life, we cannot be that productive. We cannot be that happy. We cannot be that intelligent or intellectual because we might find ourselves being pushy. We might find that we are forcing something upon ourselves. And that is very challenging and that creates all sort of traps and almost a bad psychological issue in our life. Now, how to know whether we are in the right kind of love or not? Before I get ahead with this video or before I put more words even across, I must understand that love generates from here. Love is also another word for respect, a sense of being protective towards the people that I like. Okay. If I am not careful, respectful, or protective towards the people that I like, then I will not be able to be in love with anything. Okay. The moment I start to care about those around myself is the moment I start to understand what I need to do. Okay. This is the thing that makes the difference between those who are successful and those who are always found in the zones of failure. Okay. They don't understand what is it that they like, what is love. They don't understand. Why? Because they are not attuned to the requirements of those around them. For example, you see that you have parents, you have your grandmother, like for in my case, I know what they need. I know what kind of support and what kind of expect support they need from me, what kind of expectations they have from me. When I cater to those requirements, I let them be happy and I help build a happy world in my surroundings. Okay. And at the same time, I let myself lead a happy, cheerful, and a productive life. Now, what if I do not lead a productive life? What if I choose to be that careless? Can I get ahead with life like that? Yes, of course I can. I can spend a lifetime of not loving anyone. Okay, I can spend a lifetime of uh, you know being unhappy about a person around me. But then I will be in such a cage that I will not even understand what is it that I want to do in life. Now, once you have made a commitment that, I am going to help this person out and I'm going to enhance their way of living and I'm going to be the person why they live life. That is love. Now, let's say you have a person that you love. How to put it out to them? How to make it into an action? First of all, how about giving them an education? Like letting them learn something new. Okay, maybe you can help them having a bit of enhancement in their life, advance their career. Okay, be the supportive system, be the financial pillar behind them. Buy them books, let them educate themselves. Then you can find it out that you are being the person why they are existing. Okay, next you can introduce them to a better circle, to a better kind of uh, friends, to a more functionable society. You know that, okay, you were in that part of that world, but now you are here with me in this section, in this zone, with these people. And that makes us very happy that, wow, this person is so proud of me that they are introducing me to their people, that they are introducing me to, new things in life. So that is love. Love is not just a word, okay? Like, I see that it is that month where everybody is celebrating love and being romantic and lovely around people. Like, I even see that children send out gifts to their parents because it is the Valentine's Day, etc., etc. But what is wrong in this very superficial idea of love is that, you know, we tend to forget that securing someone from the problems in life and showing them a new horizon, not just sending out gifts, chocolates, and new things to them, is actually love. Today, if you find that maybe, okay, my parents or my mother or somebody I care for, they are stuck in a career, in a place, in a household that is not conducive for them, that is not happy for them, that is not secured enough for them, not rewarding enough for them, then you immediately take the measure to walk out of that space and help each other grow. Maybe if you have money, you can use that money to build something so that they can work there. Maybe if you have enough knowledge and energy, you can do something to uh, help them enhance their career. Maybe if you have books, you can let them just stay in that space and enjoy reading, gaining an education. And that is precisely what love is, helping them show their way around the world, helping them with everything. That is love. But what is not love? Lies are not love. Lie is something that doesn't let a person be. Lies are some terrible mistakes in life that makes us feel that we are in love. If you are, going after a particular friend or a family or a partner because you think that, wow, this looks beautiful. Like, I have seen people marry other people because they live in a beautiful building. But then how about actually finding a job and working at that office because the office building is beautiful instead of marrying for a lifestyle? But then again, if you think it that way, it is also okay. You know, like let's say today you are somebody who knows how to swim through the waters, who knows how to navigate through life, and you are someone who is capable of helping another person out, and that person holds your hand to find a little bit of respite from their life situation. That is love. Now, I have seen a lot of mistaken identity and a lot of misconceptions around wannabes, around those who are looking for a better lifestyle. Some people call them gold diggers. Okay. Now, please understand that not everyone has had the opportunity, the care, the the space that you have had. Okay, not everyone gets to grow like you. So, if you are extending your resources to somebody else and they are growing, then of course it is love. Okay, if you are somebody who respects the idea of love, then genuinely you will be a person who wants to expand the idea as well. Like just a few videos before, I was telling that, some people tell these things like spread the light. What does it mean to spread the light? I believe that they mean is to spread the positivity. But how to actually spread the positivity without spreading, you know, without messing up with how things are? So, when you think that you can help everybody because of love, it is a misconception. Okay, can you really be in love with everybody and everyone and everything? No, you cannot. You can be a person who has some boundaries, who keeps some people, who are happy with their surroundings, and you can be just a happy human being. But what about also isolating oneself from what is going around and building yourself up, reshaping your career, you know, putting love to yourself as well? Now, this kind of selfish love is something that puts you back on track. But still, it is a selfish love. Why? Because it gets a huge wrong identity. This idea of love is mistaken for the idea of being, like me, myself, and I. Put yourself first, etc., etc. Now, can you always put yourself first and be that happy? I don't think so. Ask this to yourself that can you always put yourself before anything else and be happy? I don't think so. You cannot always put yourself first and be happy. You must function within a zone. Sometimes, yes, you can. But when we talk about self love, what we mean? We mean by a sense of self discovery, a sense of well being, where we are just together, working together, we are enjoying the good things in life, and just being understanding that you are also there. You are also in for those good experiences. So let's say today let's say you and four other people are walking towards a beautiful view. You might be the person who says that, hey, come, 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 A, B, C, whoever those people are, come, see, look at that. But what about taking a time and just looking at those people? Looking at that thing for yourself, like, wow, this is what is out there, and it is there for me as well. So that kind of life is something that teaches you self love. And nowadays people use the idea of self love for self care, like having a morning routine, having an afternoon routine, having a night time skincare routine. So this is important as well. Now, what is unimportant in cases of love? Okay, unimportant is their shortcomings. Maybe the person is not that articulate, maybe the person doesn't have that much money that you think they should have, maybe the person doesn't have uh, enough way of uh, thinking through life, maybe the person is not that a sharp thinker. So how about you let a person grow under your tutelage and help them achieve good things in life? That is also love. Now, sometimes when life seems way too much, we think that whoever gives us a bit of attention, whoever friend gives us a bit of energy and advice is, you know, our dear friend. They are the source of love in our life. But is that so? That is not in either wrong or right. It is a way of thinking, and it is absolutely fine to have that way of thinking. What is wrong, though, in it is to think that they are everything in your life and have this imaginary cage around you, and then find that oneself that you are constantly doing things for them and getting stuck in that zone where they get to decide things for you, and then feel sorry for oneself and get into a zone of isolation where you are just not connected to these people at all. What is important it is, though, to understand that you need people, people need you. Like I mentioned, that those celebrities, those athletes, those people, those things out there, they exist because we exist. We exist because they exist. It is just one thing. It is one and the same thing. Okay. So when we think that you know even though love is that important, it is also important to build some boundaries. How about we grow our love around our work? See, in cases of your very closed ones, like your parents, like your family members, there is nothing left to be said. Okay, they need you as much as you need them. That is why you are a family. But when you grow your love around your work, when you become a hustler, when you become an industrial person, you let them grow under your tutelage. And that is the best thing that one can do. Okay. You grow, you have better identity in this world, and you enjoy life as is. And you no longer allow unemployed unemployed life, toxic life to be the crux of your existence, which in today's world, when people are very much indifferent, polar, busy, can happen. And then you have no longer any identity. You don't have anything to look up to. You don't have a circle. You don't have an industry to rely upon. And you have no work and you have no love. So please understand that your love language must be something that helps your people go through the changes of the world. Okay, not one umbrella will sustain you through all the monsoon, right? You need to change, you need to be there for work so that your people can grow around you. They can know you better. They can know how productive you are, know your hidden talents. and also be at work with you. Okay, like being productive, being punctual, something that I always stand up for. Now, it is also important to understand that there are many people out there who are living in isolation. Okay, introverts, extreme introverts, extremely lonely people. What do they need? There are some people whose boundaries can never be broken. They live and they live with preconceived notions, and they cannot be taken away a bit from their life and given to a different life where they can prosper, where they can, you know, help and grow. Eventually, what happens is that these people get stuck in the zone of criticism. They spend hours thinking what is right and what is wrong, and they spend hours thinking, oh, I cannot do it, I can do this, I can do that. And they are overthinkers. They are probably amazing thinkers, but they achieve nothing in life other than what is just doable. Okay, like long back I had met this person who was very lonely in life, and who was also doing all sort of wrong things in life, all sort of wrong things in life. But they were constantly doing the wrong things in life. There was no way to stop them. There was no way to stop them, but they will continue doing such things. Why would they do that? Because they like their isolation, because they have a very heightened idea of themselves. It might be narcissism. Now, I am not clear about what narcissism exactly is, but I think narcissists are those people who go to the extent of lying and hiding their own talent than to let people in and be helpful. So, narcissists are also lonely and also a bit sad at the end of the day. You need to check with yourself. Like this person I am speaking about, they would never, they would admit that yes, I am doing it wrong. Yes, I'm obnoxious. Yes, I'm lying. And they will lie out front. They will lie under the sun, but they will not change themselves. They will ruin uh, systems, they will ruin institutions and organizations, but they will not change themselves. So, can these people be in love with themselves? I think yes, they are in love with themselves. They have such a huge necessity of validation, approval, etc., etc., probably even a very extreme amount of lifestyle, that they would rather be lonely, be in love with themselves, be in their secret zone, than to go out, help somebody out, help another human being. Now, what to do when you have spent some time with these people? Understand that it is very addictive. Their ideas are very addictive. It is very addictive to turn out to be like these people, to to spend a life like them and be happy that I'm leading their life. Wow. So once you start to love yourself in that way, for like, oh, this is who you are and this is who I am, and your sense of existence can change my sense of very well-being, and nothing can be done. And those people are the ones who have the potential to right away ruin your lives and create a wannabe image of you, something that you are just not, something that the world cannot cater to. and you can continue with that very false idea of life, very false image of life, very false lifestyle choices, and just be happy. So what is an alternative? What is an answer to this? The answer is what I just said. Just be happy that you exist. Just be happy. Just be happy that people around you do exist, that there are people who need your help. There is a work where you need to show up. Be happy that yes, these things do exist. And this is how you show some respect and love to yourself. And if you lose out on these things in life, like it is as if there is a drain, and somebody is losing out on these things in life, then you have nothing else to do other than to fall out of love with even with yourself. And losing track of what reality is, losing track of what you want, losing track of how you should work around your finances, how should you should work around your way of speaking, way of eating, way of thinking, etc. Everything is around you if you think about it that way. Everything is around you. If you work, if you show up for others, if you show up for your work, you are the most important person out there, and nobody can snatch it away from you. Similarly, if you find that maybe somebody that you love doesn't have these principles, doesn't understand these very good uh, teachings of life, then you can show them the way as well. You can show them that like, okay, this is what it is, and you have been leading a life that is not so fruitful, not so helpful, but you can just be. So what can be done? What can be done when you are in that zone, when you realize that you can be a person of love, but you don't have enough resources, you don't have the courage? Build yourself up, you know invest a little bit of time, education, career on yourself. Sometimes it is important to understand that if you are losing out motivation, it is only and only because you are not happy with the people around you. You don't make an effort to love those people around you. If you make an effort to love those people around you, then trust me, people, you will invest on yourself. You will find that it is as if this is your life, and the taps were closed, and that suddenly the tap has opened, and you are capable of building your life. You're capable of refueling, finding your love. And that is very important. That is very important. So what to do when you find yourself in a loveless and a hopeless situation? Now love is also hope because it lets you be, because it lets you move on with life. But what if you find yourself that you are in a position where you don't have hope, you don't have love? First of all, ask this to yourself, that did you choose this? Did you decide such a life for yourself? It might be yes, it might be no. If you have not chosen this, if there is something that you are going through, you find that you don't have love in your life and you are so lonely, then okay, it is okay. Build your career around something, you know, like adopt a plant, have a pet, be happy that this world is there for you. Grow, learn something. But if you are somebody who has chosen this lifestyle, that you are somebody who would rather lie, be extremely arrogant, walk upon other people's dreams to build yours, then it is not fine to have that mindset. Now, how to change that mindset? First of all, please understand that today, if you are putting somebody down, some opportunity down, to prove a point that how powerful you are, then you can definitely do that. But those people can reunite against you, put you down. They can defeat you at your own filthy battle and still win. And they can get the benefit of doubt not in front of you, not in front of your parents, society, but in front of the whole world. You will be labeled and identified as somebody who doesn't care, who is dangerous. And in this world where, being fine, safe, and secured is everything, being dangerous is something that is just not okay. People label you for being dangerous, like there was a time when if people were always available, people, the others would celebrate that, like that person is always available, they are in that cultural club of the area where you always find these people, they are available, you have some need, they are out there. But these days, it doesn't work like that. There are people who have very limited time and they have their set work, which they are not willing to sacrifice because you believe in something, because you have reached out for something. So, this gives us a hope that it is okay to live in a self created space and in a zone of isolation and still be happy and rebuild yourself up in such a way that you have people around yourself, you have these amazing human beings around yourself, and be happy that you can still do it. If you feel like you don't have love, be happy that you have yourself, but don't turn out to be narcissistic, and that is a topic for another day. It is very easy to be a narcissist when you are alone and you are still positive, you are still productive. These are the kind of people that end up sad, narcissistic, harmful, lying, and also dangerous. Now, if you don't have love, you have yourself. Okay? If you don't have, an identity, be happy that you have just enough time to build one. You can do whatever in today's world. If you are connected, if you are working, you can do things and be happy. But you just can't do something that is out of the way just to win through life. Okay? And that is also a topic for the other day.